So hello and welcome people back to Assassination Syberia on the
No, it
Xbox.
was an accident. I swear, he got drunk.
I mean, that is true. However, I completely forget how you operate this machine, so I kind of
I
bumble
need a
around.
key.
Yeah, you need a key. I don't have the key yet. And also, because I didn't interact with a certain thing that I remembered correctly was over there, but on the level below over there. Um, it will take a little while longer.
So, I mean, we're just going to murder him, right? Like, he's now in that thing, and we're going to put him in the furnace or whatever.
Mm-hmm. We'll spray
'Cause that's
acid.
really what it looks like.
Vorarlberg Spring-Loaded Launch Pad Project.
Oh my goodness, come on.
Yes. Yes, there is a clockwork rocket in this universe. Of course, it's made by Soviets. They approved of that.
Look,
They financed it.
so, who made this game again?
French.
Oh. Well, the French don't know how technology works, so it makes a lot more sense now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you hear a lot about German engineering, and when it comes to the French, well, wine, cheese,
Baguettes.
bread, cigarettes.
But yeah, we need to get him right under. We need to get him right under that shower thingamajig that's on the left. Like so. And a bit up. I think so,
Yeah,
but we don't have water.
It's kind of hard to tell from the control view.
Yeah, but this is why there is a cutscene showing it from another view. But yeah, this doesn't work, and I completely I'm confused why. Because it's in the right
Also, what's the
position.
point of having all those controls when literally, you can only move the way you moved, basically? It's not like a puzzle or anything like that. It's just...
It's Soviet engineering.
Soviet engineering as interpreted by the French, so...
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is this is what I meant that I forgot to interact with, and I got past it again. Oh yeah, there it is.
Ah.
It's on two screens, but you can only interact with it on this one.
Classic, as in Laura Bow, where you have to zoom in and then zoom in again in order to interact with something.
I mean, how can you be sure what it is unless you zoom in twice with the same thing?
Right.
But yeah, now we can. No.
Got him. Headshot.
Hey, what's happening? That's water you got there. Stop it! Now! You want me to drown?
Now that he's sobered up, we can finally actually talk with him.
It's just that easy, kids.
Mm-hmm. Just take a
Your
shower.
parents, drunk all the time, push him over a ledge and then dump water on him.
Calm down, it's all right. Just a little wake-up call, that's all. You must have had quite a bit to drink.
Gee, you right there. Not the first time either. Probably won't be the last. My head. Please, could you whisper?
Please, do excuse me. It was the only way I could think of to bring you back to your senses.
A little extreme, maybe. But I get the impression you're a lady who likes to see results.
My name is Kate Walker. I'm a lawyer currently in charge of a special case. I'll spare you the details, but I've landed here, you see, unintentionally.
It is indeed an honor to welcome you here to the cosmodrome, ma'am. My name is Colonel Boris Sharoff. I'm a Red Army test pilot reject. Now I babysit the Komkalsgrad space complex.
This is an amazing complex. Shame it's a little run down.
What do you expect? Space race is yesterday's news. That's the way it is. News 1 minute, history the next.
I came here by train, but unfortunately it broke down. I've got to get to Arrowbad immediately. Someone told me you might have a vehicle to lend me.
Someone? Who might that someone be? I hope you're not talking about Sergei Borodin.
Well, yes, I am. The director of the industrial complex below.
Be careful, ma'am.
He suggested I
don't care what...
There aren't many vehicles on this base.
When they decided to close the cosmodrome, they towed all the useful equipment away.
It doesn't matter. I'll find some other way.
If I can help you, please, just ask.
I'm looking for someone. Hans Vorarlberg. And I think he came by here about 20 years ago.
Hans? You want to know if I know Hans? But of course. He invented one of the most incredible flying machines of the cosmodrome. Christmas, good old Hans. Even after that dumb and dirty trick he played on me. But I wouldn't give to see him again.
What do you mean? What did he do to you?
Hans Vorarlberg and his famous flying wing. See, he invented this kind of spring-loaded launcher, capable of projecting a weird rocket into the stratosphere. It was red revolutionary hot, and I was going to be its first test pilot. Holy cow, what a job. And then several days before the launch, Hans disappears into thin air like that. Poof! The test program? Well, it's abandoned.
Just disappeared like that? Without saying where he was going?
You see, he wanted to hit the stars, but not bombs, if you get my drift. And one day, Hans finally worked out what his launcher was really for. The generals have always called the shots here, you realize, and when they asked Hans to screw a nuclear warhead onto his flying wing, well, he wasn't a happy man. So he left, just like that.
If everything was ready, why didn't you just wind the thing up and go flying after all?
Nobody understood machines here like Hans, especially not his own utopian inventions. You see, such inventions only live and breathe with their creator in the saddle. Without him, space travel became damn near impossible. And since then, well, I still like to travel, but in my own little way.
I'm beginning to understand a bit about how Hans Vorarlberg's inventions work. What is this one like?
I don't really know. As you can see, I'm a soldier, ma'am. Nothing more, nothing less. And not a goddamn aerospace engineer.
I've left my train in the Komkalsgrad station. Do you think it'll get in the way?
If I were you, I'd get out of there as quick as possible.
That's exactly what I intend to do, as soon as the director gives me back my automaton's hands. That's why I want to go to Arrowbad.
So go, and go quickly, and get back what belongs to you. With a man like that, you never know what might happen.
You don't like him very much, then?
I'll confess that since his accident, he's gone a little doolally. These days, I stay clear of him, and you should do the same.
I don't really have the choice. Don't you find it strange to see so many birds in the cosmodrome?
It's the iron rafters. They love them. Nowadays, they can enjoy a bit of good old peace and quiet here. So, of course, they turn up in flockloads. Sometimes I set Soyuz onto them. Just like the good old days.
Soyuz?
Soyuz is the last Golden Eagle left in active service. We had to get the dumb canaries out of the way before takeoff, so what did we do? Set the Eagle on them. And you should see them fly. Soyuz, he's like a cat among the pigeons. Magnificent.
Does Arrowbad mean anything to you?
Arrowbad. It's long time since I heard that name. It's a spa resort, ma'am. Top brass of the regime would go there. As well as convalescing soldiers, tired politicians, profiteers and racketers, the whole caboodle. They'd go live it up, all expenses paid. One privilege I never got. Just 2 steps away from becoming the nation's hero, and no free holiday for me.
And where exactly is this place?
Further east. We never had to know where exactly. The airship was programmed to take vacationers there. From here.
Thank you so much for helping me. I'm sorry to have woken you up like that.
It's been great talking to you, ma'am. I think I'll take 40 winks right now.
Alright, so now we have a mission. In order to get things running, we have to, well, we have very sort of undefined mission. There is the blimp that we can use, but we have to get to it, which, even though this place is cylindrical, you can't really do it from this angle. However, we can already manipulate the stuff that's in here, which will let us skip a little bit of a runabout.
I wonder where that's supposed to go. It almost makes you question why they even had you grab it instead of just having it in there.
Just like, no, Kate, keep it. Please.
No, they disintegrate after one use.
See, this thing doesn't work, so we need to do this, and now it works.
Ooh.
Well, we will not be able to do anything without the
blood of that guy. You really need to kill him.
Well, we're halfway there.
Yeah. Now it's time to finish the job.
I mean, that's what I was going to do, right?
That was a plan all along. It just happened to be water, unfortunately, instead of acid.
You know, and now that we activated it, it actually started to move, which is nice, a nice little detail.
Also, if you want to think about like the tension that would be in a spring in order to launch something into like a nuclear warhead into space, you can have some fun with that. And also the difficulty of doing a single aiming, because the way those work is they have multi-stage thrusters and things like that adjust the flight path as it goes along. It's not like one boom from the rocket and it's launched across the world.
Yeah, well, we will see what it does. But yeah, we didn't actually need to climb to the blimp, we just needed to see the birds.
Sir? Sir?
My head. Oh, my poor head. I need some quiet. Please, can I have some quiet?
Do you think the airship still works?
No idea. It's been so long since it was used.
And then I've got to learn how to use it, too.
You won't have any worries there. It has an automatic pilot. Go visit if you want. Here's the key.
Thanks. I came here by train, but unfortunately...
Someone? Who might that someone be?
Right, I'm off. See you later.
Don't you worry about me.
That we
Wait,
can't use it on him.
Vodka?
So, I mean, he doesn't need it. Kate could use a little hooch.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, maybe Oscar would loosen up a little bit,
Could probably say something about it corroding his gears or something similar.
Want a little drink, Oscar? Absolutely not, Kate Walker. I could never abandon my duty, so it could slow my response time, and then the chain could crash. Oh no, no.
You know, you're actually speaking a lot more like the Polish version of Oscar, which is a lot more robotic.
I mean, I just understood him in spirit.
Doesn't look like that works.
Don't know if it's actually necessary for you to pull the thing, but you know, may as well do it and not have to return here.
It made a nice sound.
It made a nice disappointing spring sound.